Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the Underground. Congratulations, UConn. Wow, they're in the Final Four. I did not think they were going to get there. I mean, I figured Duke would win. They have the Boozer brothers, and they were losing by 19 points. And then, I guess Duke choked. I'm like, in the middle of it, I was watching. I got to tell you, all the lights went out, all the power went out in my where I live. Everywhere around me was complete darkness, like when the tornado hit. Thank God I purchased this lantern from Amazon. I looked like I was walking around like Elise from Insidious, going into the further. But this thing is freaking bright. It lit. All of a sudden, I was in complete light. It was great. I recommend it for anybody who has a power outage. No, I'm not getting paid for this. Okay. During the power outage, I mean, people were coming around. It's funny to how people react when there's something like this. To me, it's no big deal. I just grabbed a book, which I never read, and I walked outside, talking to my neighbors. One lady came down the stairs having a hysterical breakdown, and she was drunk. She was swerving, hugging the fireman. Don't leave. Wow. Very drunk. And you know what I said? Try another drug. I told one of the guys, I said, do you have a joint you could give her to calm her down, make her go to sleep? He goes, I just took the last of my lorazepam. So everybody's on drugs here except for me. And I quit coffee. So I'm a little less enthusiastic as I was last week. And I got the headaches. You get the caffeine withdrawal headaches. Okay, so UConn, I'm in shock. I don't even watch March Madness. My friend got me into it. And I said they're 19 points down because I watch it later. I don't like watching commercials. He's like, just keep watching. And last second, they kind of blocked the ball, and Mullins got the ball, and he's leaning in like in a desperation three-pointer and hits it. Unbelievable. So that was kind of exciting. But I had to wait a little bit till the lights went back on. It wasn't too long, maybe an hour. That lady should have just chilled out. I mean, what do you think? The lights are never going to come back on? You know what I think happened? Some drunk person that watched the UConn game was celebrating and then drove into a utility pole. Okay, let's talk about the iHeartRadio Music Awards for a minute. I know nobody cares about award shows. I mean, the touching moment was when John Mellencamp won the, I don't know what the hell he won. I don't even care. But anyway, Teddy Mellencamp was talking about him, and I knew her from the Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she had melanoma, and then it went to her brain, and I mean, she actually looks really good. She's still alive. He dedicated it to her. He gave her the award. I swear I was like almost crying because you just think about any day, any given moment, your life can change. I mean, when I was in Foxborough, I noticed something on my face. It was on my neck. I thought it was melanoma, even though I'm Italian. We don't get melanoma, really. And I'm like taking pictures every day. How does my melanoma look today? Finally, the melanoma just fell off. So thank God I don't have melanoma. I'll go lay out in the sun. Okay, back to the iHeartRadio Music Awards. Taylor was there with Travis. That's the first time we've ever seen him. She won like 7 awards out of 9. Pop artist, album of the year. I told you about Life of a Showgirl. I told you. I still think the Tortured Poets Department is underrated. It'll you'll look back on it and say that was a really brilliant piece of work. But okay, album of the year, pop song of the year, which is The Life of Ophelia, The Life of Ophelia, The Fate of Ophelia, kind of like her most successful song to date, which that song is really upbeat, so you can see it. Best lyrics, best music video, best tour style. I mean, unbelievable. And he's like this. Travis is like this, because that's how many she got. And I guess after somebody went to a Paul McCartney, I don't know, concert or something, and Stevie Nicks was there, and John Mayer was there. You know how she used to date John Mayer, and she went exited out of a different exit than he did. That just shows you if she won't talk to him, he's not a good guy. So not to be outdone, President Trump took home 9 awards. Fake. All of them fake. Do you see that award he got? The America First Award. Do you see Mike Dickless? Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't take him. It's so sad. And it's what's even sadder is that Trump goes up and to accept the award like it's real. And he's like, oh, me? What do you mean, me? I won this? Like when he suggested it in the first place. So the wedding of Taylor and Travis has been accelerating sooner rather than later. Woo! Watch Hill. Watch Hill. Everybody go to Watch Hill. They think they're trying to schedule it for ahead of like training camp. So he's coming back another year. And so they're thinking June 13th. June 13th. Because she loves 13. I should go to Watch Hill. I need a vacation. I'm almost, look at my hair. Almost, I got sick. I'm coming out of it. Can you see that? Anyway, so I got one more home show, and then it's like gay pride, and then I'm gone to The Price is Right. So I was watching it this morning. I don't know the prices of anything. I hope they don't call me. I think that's all I knew was the OLED TV and the computer, because, that's what I see every day. Yes, Stevie, just be good. I didn't lock you up this time, all right? According to Fox Channel 8, Barbies sold at a discount store tested positive for cocaine and fentanyl. Yeah, okay. That's the last place I'd look. Oh, my God. Barbie goes to a rave series. I mean, I thought Trump stopped all the fentanyl from coming in. To the Senate. This is what he said. Don't worry about going home for Easter. Make this one for Jesus. Is he calling himself Jesus? The SAVE Act. He wants them to pass the SAVE Act. What a deranged nut job. ICE is checking travelers' IDs at the airports. Do I really have to do this now, Stevie? According to the New York Times, they're just standing around doing nothing. What are they trained to do? They're not trained like TSA. Anyway, Trump signed the executive order. They were selling their plasma to make money. I wouldn't work for free. I can't imagine not paying these poor people. The Democrats, they're both to blame, but the Democrats wanted to just fund it, and the Republicans are like, no trans in sports. So Puka Nacua, the Rams wide receiver, he's really good. He was accused of biting a woman. This is really? How old are you? This is according to TMZ. And saying F the Jews. Is he related to Mel Gibson? I don't know. He denies it. Yeah, I'm going to admit to saying F the Jews. This was on New Year's Eve. The woman filed a temporary restraining order saying he bit her thumb and her shoulder, leaving an imprint of his teeth. That's something they can kind of check for, right? And then for good measure, threw in an anti-Semitic comment at dinner. I mean, the restraining order was actually denied, so maybe they're not finding her credible. There's another hearing on April 14th. Do I have to touch you the whole time I'm doing the show so you behave? According to his attorney, they were just horsing around. I mean, he bit her horsing around? I don't know. Well, in December, I don't know if you remember this, he appeared to do an anti-Semitic dance on a live stream and then saying, I didn't know that. What's that from Transylvania? I didn't do that. In Housewives news, Margaret Josephs from the New Jersey Housewives is leaving. So it's only Dolores, Teresa, and Melissa. I'll watch it because I like that Melissa and Teresa are getting back together and talking. You always want them to get along. And Margaret was actually funny. I got to give her credit. Jennifer's gone. The other Jennifer Fessler's gone. And those lips, the Fudas. I wasn't a Fuda fan. But Lisa Vanderpump is selling Tom Tom. I'm thinking, will Sandoval pay his mother back now? Yeah. Oh, and they say that Kim D might come back on the New Jersey Housewives. Can you remember when she fought with Teresa? And Teresa was just out of jail on parole. And she goes, clink, clink. Oh my, it was hysterical. I just think that's hysterical. Okay, Trump calls mail-in voting, mail-in cheating. This is according to NBC. He should know. He does the mail-in voting. And then he says, oh, why do I do that? Because I'm the president. Are you crazy? All right, go. You bad. You don't bite me when I'm on the air. What else happened? Iranians don't want Jared Kushner to go over for the peace talks. They call him a sorrowful broomstick. That is hysterical. The Iranians have a sense of humor. They want Gady Vance. I'll tell you what, Trump's going to be mad about that because they don't want him. He's all about, like, what? Not me? Like, he wants every award. He wants all the attention. Nobody else can have attention. Alan Dershowitz, former Epstein lawyer, said that had Trump been in charge, this is according to Newsmax, he was on Newsmax, in 1935, the Holocaust would have never happened. I'm just going to leave it at that. Trump's signature is going to be on, oh God, no, on money. I mean, his signature is going to take up the whole dollar. Unbelievable. Instead of the treasurer, we have him. Get rid of him. I can't take it anymore. Okay. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sutton and Amanda were in bed. No, not in the good way. Not together. And Sutton told her Erica used ChatGPT to find out reviews on her. And they were getting along, her and Erica. And Sutton said she found it, quote, mean-spirited. Oh, Sutton can be mean, too. Flashback. Sutton told Erica and Bose she didn't like the bashing business stuff, which is true. They were in the car doing the ChatGPT. And Sutton goes, I don't get into this, which is good. I think that's right. They both clapped back, screaming at her. The producers asked Amanda why Bose compared her accomplishments to hers. And then she said this, quote, because her digital course doesn't make as much as I do. Well, I'm paraphrasing. Doesn't make money, and mine does. Mine makes millions, she said. And then Sutton said, I'm on your side. I really think Amanda should be one and done. I'm not really into her. I don't care about the cult. It wasn't that interesting. Erica and Kathy Hilton and Kyle come down for breakfast wearing dark sunglasses. Like, probably because they're, hungover. Kyle was wearing normal. Kyle's is like the most normal to me. Kathy blurts out, because Dorit's late again, that Conrad Hilton divorced Zsa Zsa Gabor because she was always late. Kathy's hysterical. She's like out there and just comes out with this crazy shit. I think that men should just expect women are going to be late and just deal with it. What do you want? Go with a guy. They're ready in 15 minutes. What do you want? We look good. I'm like a guy. I just take 15 minutes. Then they go stomping on grapes in Italy. They're still in Italy. Like Lucy and Ethel. In their dresses. Who would wear dresses to stomp on grapes? Rachel was afraid she'd get injured. Oh, really? From the basket. These women, I mean, really, too high maintenance. I like high maintenance, but too much. Amanda seems to think everyone knows her when she walks into the room. I didn't even know who the hell she was before she was on the show. Bo said she thinks she's the Beyonce of business. Erica, Kyle, and Dorit went sightseeing and were having gelato. And then they started. So Erica, she's like, I want to mediate. And you guys talk it over. And Kyle says Dorit may be OCD lately. Erica says, you're late and it's disrespectful. And Dorit felt ganged up on by both of them. And then she said, I trust Bose. I don't trust you. And the fighting got so intense. Kyle said, oh my God, we have to pay, because they were getting gelato and she forgot. It's crazy. So it got deep. Dorit felt Kyle has been kind of a shitty friend. I think that it was the reverse. I think Dorit projects. Kyle asked her if at any time she asked her about her and Mo during her separation. Dorit is so self-absorbed. She doesn't care. To be a good friend, you have to care about their life. And, they've been separated for a long time. And now, it's all about Dorit and PK. And, just that's not what a friendship is. Kyle says, why would she say anything when Dorit doesn't dare to ask? Doesn't care to ask. Kyle said she asks questions and she shows empathy. And Kyle is actually a decent person, She seems the most grounded. So Erica cuts in. There's crosstalk. I couldn't understand what was going on. No comprehende. Dorit tries to shut it down. And then Dorit licks her gelato and walks off. Erica says, fuck yourself. Okay. So she left him there with no ride. She got in the car and they drove off. So they had to call, I don't know, another Lincoln Continental, an Italian Uber. Hysterical. Kyle turned hysterical in the car because she said, "Is that a fly? Is that a spider?" And then she starts screaming hysterically because she's like me and my whole family with bugs. We freak out. And she says, "It's something gross." Erica comes to the rescue because Erica has been through far worse than a fly. She rescues Kyle from the fly. And then they switch seats. Then comes dinner. You know what happens. Everyone starts fighting at the dinner. Dorit acts like Erica and Kyle do not exist. Kyle addresses the elephant in the room. Dorit had angry, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore" look on her face. Dorit said Kyle brought Rachel and Bose into it, which she did. You hear the dogs barking. They have like horses here. Kyle brought up her erratic behavior, fidgeting in her bag for 10 minutes, and they showed it because that was like off camera. And the producers were filming Dorit going in her bag. So they had to wait for her to fidget through. See, she's not all there. She's definitely losing it. And I think they are selling their house. So we don't even know. Dorit seems to have some financial troubles. Dorit was saying if Kyle cared, she'd come to her directly, which that's a good point, and not to everyone else. And then Kyle got pissed. You could tell Kyle's like, okay, and then all of a sudden, "Quit riding me!" And then it ends. Like Michael Douglas in Basic Instinct. "Quit riding me, man. I'll punch your effing teeth in." Remember that in the Basic Instinct? Then he goes home and F's the girl. Okay. According to newsranger.net, right wing, email headline. This is what I'm getting. Trans illegal alien who raped boy released. You know, I could do that too. Okay, this happened. I get it. So I can make anybody look bad. How about that freaking dentist that tried to throw his wife off a cliff? He comes at her with a syringe and belts her in the head with rocks. Did you see that? He's gone. See you later. She lived, by the way, and she testified against him. They actually had a witness calling 911. This guy tried to kill her. So yeah, how about that? I can talk about white men. I can talk about Scott Peterson, Drew Petersons, all the Petersons that kill their wives. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And are you too stupid to know that's what's going on? Don't let people do that to you. I don't know. But okay, they're talking about removing Trump from office in the 25th Amendment. Just get rid of that idea because it's not going to happen. The only way we're going to do it is if he allows us to vote in the midterms. And I just don't think so. So I think that if he doesn't run again, it'll be J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio. And I used to like Marco, but you know what? Now that he's kissing Trump's ass, I don't. And my little baby Gavin's leading, but a lot of people hate him. If we have another Republican, I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, guys, that's it. I hope I wasn't too low energy for you. Glad my melanoma's gone. All right, guys, love you. I won't be back next week. I'm taking the week off because it's Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Passover. Whatever you celebrate. Have a great time with your family. I don't know what's going to happen with mine. Bye.